Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're getting into AI in customer service.
Yeah, it's a big one.
You sent over some really interesting sources, and the mission today is basically to pull out the key stuff, how it works, the impact, the future, without getting lost in the technical details.
Absolutely. Let's unpack it. It's amazing how much AI is, well, part of our daily interactions with companies now.
It really is. So, okay, let's start with the basics. AI chatbots. How do they actually understand us when we type in a question?
Well, it's mainly about processing language to get your intent. Think of it like two levels, maybe.
Okay.
You've got the simpler rule-based bots. They listen for specific words like track order, and boom, they give a preset answer.
Right. Very direct, like a script.
Exactly. Then you have the more advanced AI assistants. They use natural language processing NLP to grasp the meaning, even if you word it differently, and they learn over time, get better.
So less script, more learning, more brain-like.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
They adapt.
So how's this actually changing things for us, the customers? What's the impact?
Well, the big things are speed and availability. Much faster responses, often instant.
And 247, right?
Exactly, 247, need help at 3 a.m. The AI is there. This is a huge plus for industries like, say, e-commerce or banking, where there are tons of routine questions.
Yeah, I can see that. But it's not just magic.
Yeah.
How do they get smart enough for a specific company or industry?
Good question. Companies have to train them. They essentially feed the AI lots and lots of relevant data.
Like examples?
Yeah, examples of customer questions, successful answers, product info, all that stuff. The AI learns the patterns from this data. It's like teaching it the business.
Okay, that makes sense. But what about the tricky stuff? Like, what if I'm trying to explain something really specific, or maybe I'm speaking Spanish or French?
Yeah, those are definitely hurdles. Multilingual AI support is complex. Language has so many subtleties. And when customers are upset or the problem is really tangled, current AI often lacks that human touch, the empathy, the creative problem solving.
So limitations there.
Definitely. It's still developing in those areas. It's not perfect.
I've also heard a big driver here is just cost. For the companies, I mean.
Oh, for sure. There's an upfront cost, obviously, setting it up, training it, but long term, yes, AI can handle a huge volume of simple requests.
Which frees up human agents.
Exactly. Frees them up for the more complex, sensitive issues where they're really needed. So potential for significant operational cost savings down the line.
Makes sense. And looking ahead,
Hmm.
what's next? Voice AI keeps popping up.
Voice is definitely a big part of the future picture. Imagine just talking naturally to resolve an issue, no typing.
Yeah, that sounds convenient.
Very convenient. It could make interactions feel much smoother and more natural.
So putting it all together, how do we feel about talking to AI as customers? Is it a good thing, a bad thing?
It seems to be, well, a mixed bag, really. People definitely appreciate the speed, the convenience, especially for simple things, quick answers,
Yeah.
anytime.
Okay.
But when things get complicated or when you really need someone to understand your frustration, that's where people often still prefer a human. There's sometimes a feeling that AI lacks, empathy.
That human connection.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so boiling it down, AI is clearly transforming customer service, making it faster, always available.
Yeah.
Huge benefits there.
Uh-huh.
But it's also bumping up against challenges with complex language, emotions, and just our own expectations of what good service feels like.
That sums it up pretty well. It's a major shift, and we're still figuring out all the pieces.
So thinking about the sources you explored, here's something to chew on. As this AI gets even smarter, more capable, how will that change what we expect? Not just from the AI, but from human agents too. What becomes the new standard?
That's a really interesting question to ponder.
Definitely something to think about. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive.